Today I'm going to show you the coolest way to make chords ever. But right before we jump into that, I wanted to show you this app I've been using that's essential for brand building on Instagram. Unfortunately, on Instagram, we're limited to only having one link in our bio, which is kind of worthless for musicians and brand builders like us. I've been using Flyer to link to all of my services and my music production tutorials and products. And in the few weeks I've been using it, it's already generated me over 1,000 subscribers to my music production tutorials and tons of new customers. And it's completely free to use. It's called flyer.co. If you're a musician and you have an Instagram, you're going to need one. I left a link to it in the description below. Make sure you grab it now. Alright guys, so let's jump into the tutorial. When you're making chords, or when I'm making chords, I like to start with something. I like to create the soundscape so that we have something to harmonize with. I do believe that if you use your ears and you just make chords that sound good to you, it's the best way to really make the chords. So I'm going to show you how I do that. So what I like to do is I like to pick a note, and it could literally be any note, but just make sure it's higher up on the keys. So I'm in the middle of C4 and C5, and I'm just going to use this key right here. And then we're going to open up an instance of Serum. And I'm going to show you how to make from scratch a really cool dronal effect soundscape thing that it's just a super nice touch to your music. So leave Serum in its initialized setting, so we're not going to mess with the waves or anything up here. Come down to this LFO one here. We're going to drag this to the cutoff, the filter cutoff. I'm going to pull that to the left and then hold Option and Shift so that this blue thing, this blue ring, wraps all the way around the cutoff knob. And then we're going to turn on the filter and pick MG Low 24. So now when we play a key, we get that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this top point of the LFO and pull it over to the left. And then pull the rate to 1/8. Then we'll get that. So real quick, I'm just going to come over here and pull this ring down a little because I want this to be a little bit softer. Like that. So now we're going to come into the Effects tab and turn on the delay. Then I'm going to set this to 1/16 and this to 1/16. And then I'm going to click Ping Pong. And I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to grab LFO2 and attach it to this mix knob here. So now we get that really crazy sound there. So I'm actually going to slow this down a little bit. Like that. And then I'm going to grab some reverb and just turn it up. And now we get this really cool soundscape that sounds like this. And we're ready to start harmonizing. Alright guys, so now that we have our soundscape here, I'm going to go ahead and start harmonizing with it. And the first thing I'm going to do is just harmonize bass line. Don't worry about chords, don't worry about anything like that. Just come up with a bass line that harmonizes well with these pretty little plucks that we have here. And then after that, the chords just build on the bass line. It's super easy. Let's do something like this. Yeah, that sounds really nice. I'm going to take this bass line now, hold Option, and pull it up 5 steps. Then I'm going to do one more step and pull this down in between each of those notes. So now we actually have a triad. I'm going to pull these up an octave because those notes are a little too close together to be that low on the piano. Alright, so let's go ahead and give this a listen and see what we got. That's so nice. So now what I like to do is just revoice the chords so that they sound nicer, they're more in line with one another. And I'm going to pull that bass line down again. Then we should get a nice set of chords. The sky's the limit with how many different chords you can come up with when you just harmonize with a nice soundscape like that. So I went a step ahead. I actually created some more atmospheric vocal chops. And that's really, I think, the best way to make chords. It really gets you in your emotions, gets you feeling good about them. So if you guys like that video and would like to learn more about chord writing and melody writing, come join me in my EDM bootcamp, which is not just a course, but it's also an entire back-end mastermind group where you can ask me any music production question you would like and get unlimited feedback on your music. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, go ahead and check out the link at the top of the description below. I look forward to seeing you in there, and of course, stay tuned for next video.